Hey guys, it's Cigar Bob from Cigar Cognoscente, back again with you. It's been about a day or two since I've done a review, and tonight we're going to be reviewing another one of David Potter's cigars, another one of his incredible line. This right here is, I believe, a 6x52, and this was in the sampler that he sent me, and I want to say that this has a San Andres Maduro wrapper with a Dominican binder and Nicaraguan and Dominican fillers here. This is an incredible stick looking. This looks like an incredible stick. It's a 6x52, so it's a Toro. But overall, I mean, just the construction of this cigar just looks really, really good. I've been itching to light this one up. You know, he sent me 6 cigars to sample, and I just haven't gotten around to doing all the reviews yet. So far I've done 2 reviews out of the 6, so I still got 3 more really good cigars after this one to review. So we're going to do a cut and light on this one tonight, and we're going to see how this one is. The last one I reviewed by David Potter was the Gordo, which was really good. It was like a 4x60 or so. It was really short, but it was an incredible cigar. And the one I had before that was the Revis, which was it was a 52 ring, and it tapered to a 58, so it opened up pretty good. And that was a very, very interesting cigar, very good smoke. This right here, I'm guessing that this is going to be probably a full-bodied smoke. I really like the Toro size. And I'm hoping it's got a really easy draw. Sometimes I'll try to draw through it before I actually light it up. It seems like it's going to be okay. If it's a little tight, sometimes I'll you know, use my fingers and kind of go around the cigar just a little bit. And you know, if it's too tight to draw, I'll just run like a paper clip through it a little bit just to try to open it up. But it's got a nice, beautiful San Andres wrapper here. And I'll show you this cigar again real quick. Just like his other cigars, they came packaged beautifully. His company really puts some time and effort into their packaging and the quality of their cigars. So let's do a cut and light again here, and let's see what we're getting out of this cigar. No, it's not tight at all, which is very good. I've noticed a lot of his cigars have that Dominican aftertaste. And I'm not a very, very big Dominican cigar fan. I'm more of a Nicaraguan Puro guy. Some of the Dominican cigars I've smoked tend to have this interesting sour taste on the wrap. This one doesn't really have it, but it does have that Dominican taste. That's not bad by any means. It's just a little different. Sometimes certain Dominican brands, like the Zeno Platinums, is a really good cigar. I think it's a Dominican as well. But it actually will leave a little bit of a sour, bitter taste on your mouth. This one has just a little bit of sourness. You can tell that there's a pretty good bit of Dominican filler, and you can tell it's got a Dominican binder for sure. So let's get a nose exhale off of this cigar, and let's see what we're getting out of this here. Tons of smoke. Very easy draw. Very, very easy draw right from the beginning. It kind of had me fooled a little bit because I thought that it was going to be a little snug whenever I did the pre-draw on it before I lit it. Very, very mild on the nose exhale from the get-go. So we'll see how this progresses. I really think this is probably going to grow into a stronger cigar. Very smooth on the palate. Let me get another nose exhale, and I'll see if I can see what kind of flavors I'm pulling out of this cigar. This is very interesting. It does have that Dominican, a little bit of a bitter aftertaste. Let's see. It's a creamy, a little bit of an earth, and what else am I picking up here? I'm trying to put my finger on it. I'm just trying to taste what I'm tasting here. I'm sure you guys can hear the train in the background here in North Carolina. The trains go through here every 5 minutes. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. They'll come through here at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning just holding their damn horn down. And it seems like I never find a quiet spot to do a cigar review. Sometimes at my brother-in-law's house, it's pretty quiet out there. It's pretty peaceful there in the evenings. It's a very quiet neighborhood. But I'm a lot closer to the train tracks than he is. He's out more in the country. I'm more in the city here. So let me get another nose exhale off of this thing. This is really getting some interesting flavors. I'm just trying to put my finger on what it is. Definitely picking up some cedar. It's got a little bit more spicy as I've gotten into it a little bit. A little bit of, maybe a little bit of a white pepper. But it definitely has that Dominican aftertaste, which is not bad. It's just a little bit of a bitter, soury taste on the palate. But it has a little bit of a charred, woodsy taste with a little bit of a nutty, creamy finish. Very hard to describe this one, but it's very, very interesting. Very interesting. It tastes like it's going to be a very complex cigar, just like you know, his other cigars. They kind of fooled me because when I lit that Rivas, you know, that was the tapered cigar that was a 52 to a 58. It really surprised me because I thought it was going to be really full from the get-go, and it was fairly mild. But once I got into it, it really opened up, and it really brought out some really earthy peppers and some really good, strong nose exhales. This one right here is probably medium to mild so far. Not bad by any means. It's my first cigar of the day, which is good. So it gives me the opportunity to actually taste this. And, you know, I don't have any cigars since prior to this, so, you know, it didn't ruin my palate for the day. So that's one of the things I do whenever I'm reviewing cigars. I usually try my best not to smoke anything before I review a cigar so I can get the full flavors out of it for you. So let's do another nose exhale on this and see what else we're getting here. See if it's changing. It's pretty complex so far, so we'll see. Definitely more medium bodied now. Like I said on the last exhale, it's getting a lot more, lot more pepper, a lot more earth to it now. A little bit of a cocoa-y, creamy aftertaste now. Very complex cigar. I really like cigars like this that are complex because it's almost like, you know, every nose exhale, you're not sure what you're going to get on the palate. You know, you could get cocoa, you could get earthy. You could get a little cedar in here and there. You know, you could get, you know, a little bit of a nutty, creamy finish. It just depends. You know, as the cigar progresses, you're getting different notes all throughout. So it's a very complex cigar. And I've been very happy with the Potter cigar line that David Potter puts out. You can find him on Facebook. He's on my friends list on Facebook. I contacted him personally because I saw his cigars and they looked incredible. You know, I really, really wanted an opportunity to review these because I haven't seen them anywhere around here. You know, it's like there's so many good cigar companies out there you don't know about. And then you get on Facebook and you see like for example, David Potter, and his cigar company. I found them and was lucky enough to receive some samples from him, and they're just incredible. And it kind of sucks that I can't get them locally, but I can order them through his website. I'm sure there's places that he carries exclusively to, or shops that he may have locally by him that carry this line. But so far in my neck of the woods in North Carolina, I don't have access to the cigar, drivability wise to where I could actually get to it and pick up some. I'd have to order some online. But, overall, his cigars have been very impressive, very impressive. And, I'm very satisfied with these samples. So thank you again, David, for these samples. I still got 3 more to review. I've been itching to try every one of them. They all look great. So let's get another nose exhale off of this one and see what else is changing here. Definitely medium at best, not full strength. I'd say a medium bodied cigar with full flavor. Definitely getting a little bit of a sweetness in the palate now. It's a little bit of a cocoa-y sweetness right now. Very interesting. Like I said, very complex cigar. If I had to give this a rating out of a 1 to 10 right now, I'd give it a 9 just because of the complexity of this cigar. If it burns like this, it's got a great burn, all the way through. Very even, haven't had to relight it. If it burns like this all the way through and it stays this complex, I'll definitely keep that rating of a 9 on a scale of 1 to 10. But, again, this is a 6x52, I believe. It's a Toro. San Andres Maduro wrapper, Nicaraguan binder. It's got a Dominican binder and Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. So the complexity of this cigar is very interesting, and overall, I'm very satisfied with this. This is going to be a great, enjoyable smoke. And like I tell you in all my videos, I'm not going to sit here for an hour and a half and film myself smoking a cigar. But, I try to give you at least a good 10, 15, 20 minutes worth of, a good rundown about the cigar, a little bit about the company. And you can get these cigars for sure through PotterCigars.com. And, if you can't order them, if for some reason you can't order them on there or whatever, I'm sure you can contact David Potter through Facebook. And I'm sure you can actually contact the company directly through PotterCigars.com and just try and see who carries them locally. There may be shops local to you that are not local to me that you could pick these up and not have to order them online. So in my case, I'm going to have to order these online, which isn't a problem. But for you guys, I would check out there and see if you can get them locally. It'll save you time. And you can just go snap some up, pretty much immediately whenever you feel like it. So my recommendation is you've got to try his cigars. They're very, very complex, very interesting, very well made. And his company definitely puts some time and effort into these cigars. So overall, like I said, I give this a 9 out of a 10 because of the complexity. The construction's incredible. The burn's incredible. Let me give it one final nose exhale before I end this review. Very, very tasty cigar. I really like how his cigars start off kind of mild and they really change it up on you, so you really don't know what you're getting yourself into, which is a good thing. It's progressing slowly from a mild to a full. Like I said from the beginning of this video, I thought this was going to be a full-bodied cigar. I was wrong, but I wasn't wrong. It started off very mild, very medium, and then it opened up to a more medium, not mild. Now it's going to a full. So the aftertaste of cedar is definitely there. The earth is definitely there. There's still a little bit of cocoa, chocolatey sweetness on the wrapper. And overall, it's very, very tasty. I can't imagine anything smoother than this that would keep your palate. There's no terrible aftertaste. Your palate tastes clean. It has just a light cedary taste on the palate. A little bit of a nutty, creamy finish on the palate as well. So there's nothing harsh about this, through the nose or on the mouth. So do yourself a favor, go check out PotterCigars.com. Go through my website as well. You can watch this review. I'll have the write-up on the cigar. There may be some more details included in the write-up that I didn't include in this review. So, my website is www.cigarcognoscente.com. And, go through there. Go to my official reviews page. And you'll see the review for this probably... I should have it posted later tonight. If it's not on there tonight, it'll be on there tomorrow. So look forward to the next review. I'm not sure what I'm going to review next. Like I said, I got 3 more by David Potter to review. And, stay tuned. So hope you guys are having a great Thursday night. I'm going to sit back and finish enjoying this cigar. And I will talk to you folks later. Have a good night. Cigar Bob's out.